Hi there, my name's Mark Ben Wilson, and today I want to talk about the thumb slap technique, which is a percussive technique used with the right hand, the picking hand, because you might be left-handed, used with the picking hand, and we're going to literally slap the thumb down onto the 6th string to give us this sound, quite a nice percussive sound. And we're going to combine that with strumming some basic chords like G and E minor, for example, just to start with. This kind of thing. Okay, so it gives us that sound. So this video is really for anyone that hasn't done this before. We're going to start off really basic. So if you've already got the hang of this, check my next video. I'm going to do a second part to this where we use this technique with in a more advanced way with combining strumming and picking as well, like this kind of thing. So and some other ideas. So if you've already done this, move on to the next video, part 2, and see if there's anything there that might be able to help you come up with some new ideas. So yeah, this one's starting off from scratch with the thumb slap technique. Okay, so the first thing to do is literally just practice getting that sound with the thumb. Okay, so you want to do it fairly near the fret wire, because what we're actually doing is we're pushing the string down onto the fret wire to get that sound. So if you're quite far back here, obviously it's harder to do because you're further away from the fret wire. So somewhere over the sound hole. So practice doing that and leaving the thumb on the string like this. Okay. So you don't want to tap and come off because you're probably going to pick or strum straight away. So we want to slap, thumb down, and leave the thumb on the 6th string. Okay. And then once you're okay with that, we're gonna do the thumb slap and then pick the low E like that. So okay. Great. Okay, let's hold down some. Let's do like a really simple bass line. Just 2 bass notes. G on the 3rd fret low E. We're gonna pick, slap, pick, and slap, and then we're gonna go to the open, and then back to G. And stay really relaxed with the picking hand. So so that it's comfortable, and also if you tense up, you might get this kind of sound, or you might be getting that anyway. I don't know. Basically, I should go over that. And if you leave the string held down, you get this weird ringing meow kind of sound. We don't want that. Unless you do want that, that's fine. I think it sounds a bit weird. So I'd recommend not to do that. Basically, just tap and leave the thumb on the string, but don't hold it down, don't push it down, just kind of leave it like this. Okay, so you're kind of hammering the thumb down and leaving it on the string, but without keeping pressure on the string. Okay, so you're not like whacking into it really hard. You're slapping it on there and leaving it on there in a really relaxed position so you can pick again. Okay, cool. So going back to the bass line thing we're doing, get comfortable with doing that. And then we're going to have the chords in, okay? So once you've practiced that a few times, we'll do a G major. We're going to strum, and then tap, and then pick, and then tap. Okay, so strum, tap, pick, and then tap. And then E minor. I'm strumming with the index finger, so I'm going like, because then the thumb can stay in the right position for the slap, which is quite cool. So you can, like this. You can still strum with the thumb if you'd rather do that. I just think it might be a bit easier if you get used to doing that for this technique, and it's a useful thing to get used to anyway. Strumming with the other fingers. If you're used to strumming with the thumb, that's fair enough. But why not try something new? Try to get used to using the index for the strum, and it just frees the thumb up for the slap, and also might be useful for the next thing we're going to do in one of my later videos. The next video I do is going to be slapping and strumming at the same time. This kind of thing. So it'd be good to get used to doing that if you want to sort of progress with some other percussive techniques and strumming techniques. Okay, so just to recap, we're going to strum, slap, and then pick, and then slap. Okay, great. Once you're comfortable with that, We're going to move on to another chord with a root note on the A string, which means we're going to slap onto the A string and pick the A string, which most people find a little bit trickier because obviously you've got the E string in the way a little bit, and so you've got to be a bit more accurate with that. But it's exactly the same technique. Okay, so the chord is going to be the C. So we're going to strum C and then do the slap and then pick the A string. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, and then A minor. And then we'll go back to G. Okay, so just to recap the chord sequences: G, E minor, sorry, G, E minor, C, A minor. Just as an example, as an exercise. Obviously you can do any chord sequence, but I'd recommend keeping it simple. So if you're finding that tricky, you could just stay on G or just E minor if you want to, and just so you can focus on the one hand. Okay, so let's put that all together. So starting off with G, we'll do the strum, slap, pick, slap. Okay. And then E minor. And then C. A minor. And then back to G, and you can just keep going around and have some fun with it. Obviously there's a lot more things we can do with that once you get used to it, so it's a lot of fun, and we can do more lively kind of rhythms. I just recommend starting off slow with that kind of thing if this is the first time you've done that technique. So I hope that was useful, and I hope you can kind of enjoy that with some ideas and some songwriting, or if you're writing things, like put that in. You can really lift the guitar part and make it more interesting. So yeah, I'm going to do another video next week with some other ideas for the thumb slap techniques. So so have a look at that once you get used to this one, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.